welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, here we go. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy little Wednesday going on here. We're going our way through the week. Got some of your emails coming up here that we're going to get to in just a couple of minutes. Thank you very much for sending those in. We're talking a little bit at the end of the regular show about Shark Tank. Just, wow, what a good show. I do love that. A little bit of a junkie. I could probably get in on that and watch that more often than I do. That'd be it, man. I'd love to be able to know business like that dude, that Kevin O'Leary that is on there, that Mr. Wonderful.
Me and Denny's are tinkering around with a new Shark Tank idea. You know, sometimes you come in here and pitch an idea to you in Virginia.
Yeah.
And you guys buy or sell.
It's fun.
It is fun. Doing the presentation is great fun.
Well, it's cool because I do know so many people that have that one idea that they think is a great product that no one has invented yet. And it seems like a lot of the people that I see on that show, and there's a lot of people from South Florida that go on it. And they just seem like regular people that just had a wackadoo kind of idea, and they just want to see if it flushes out.
But you can tell they do what American Idol does. They let some shit acts come in so they can all pile on and go, hey, you fucking suck. Get out of here.
Because there's nothing worse. I saw that there were two girls, they might have even been from South Florida, and they were on there. They sounded polished. They sounded good, and then they started grilling them, and they started asking, saying, okay, well, what would keep your competitor, the person who is leading in this market right now, from just taking your idea and making it a feature on theirs? And they're like, and then they look around, they're like, you could tell immediately, it's like the oh crap moment. Like, we didn't think of that.
Well, I never watched it, and all of a sudden, one of them clips showed up on my YouTube, and then it got in my algorithm, and they kept coming up, and then I put on autoplay, and I became hooked. I watched so many episodes of Shark Tank during Christmas break.
It's good. I can see why you get sucked into that. Somebody else said Pawn Stars is good like that, too.
See, I've watched a little bit of that, and I would get hooked on that because that's a good show as well. Because they don't dick around either. If you ain't got the product, they don't waste their time.
Right. I could see that. Yeah, well, it was kind of interesting because I did see a story that was written in the Palm Beach Post today, and Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, he was at Mar-a-Lago the other day. You know, everybody's coming and kissing the ring for Trump and talking to him, and you know, he's Canadian, and so there's talks about increased trade agreement between the two. And apparently they had done a little bit of golf because he posted up on social media on Sunday that Donald Trump had shot a 4 under 68 over the weekend. And around the same time on Sunday, scores of the Senior Club Championship from Trump International had appeared on Instagram, and it showed that Donald Trump had a 4-shot lead in the field. But people started talking. They said, yeah, I don't even think he played that day. How does he have that score? And so the Palm Beach posted this whole thing that they believe that Trump massively cheats in golf and lies about his scores. And so that is becoming a thing there. Because I guess it goes back to 2023. He announced that he'd won the Senior Club Championship. And people are like going, he didn't even play the first round. And people are saying, oh, no, he played 2 days ago. So that's kind of funny. So in a sense, because of Kevin O'Leary, people are calling out the Donald on his golf scores. You can read the full article in the Palm Beach Post as it is written up there. A lot of people send in emails about how old they are based on places that have closed. Christopher said, I am Ernie's Ice House in Boynton on Military Trail, years old.
You guys wouldn't have believed what Military Trail looked like before y'all got into town. I would say from 85 to 1990, it was woods. And woods.
Right, that was pretty much the edge of it, right?
It was. And even on your A1A, nothing but woods. And then all of a sudden, shit just started to explode. It seems like when the Sizzler came into town, all hell broke loose.
Well, it is just kind of crazy about how it keeps moving west. You keep hitting that, and then I assume that the Everglades will always be the Everglades, but will they get to a point where they'll try to drain out more of the Everglades and make that a thing?
Drain the swamp?
Some rich fuck tries to build buildings on top of the swamp of the Everglades.
It's literally drain the swamp.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had read about that. There was a mural in Fort Lauderdale. They're talking about swapping out, and if you know that area right by where the Brightline station is, that is close to the downtown. That it features Broward, who was one of our governors. This was back when, turn of the century, and he, I guess, was very paramount in draining a lot of the swampiness out of Fort Lauderdale, because I guess it really was uninhabitable. And then they started, the South Water Management. You see all the canals we have. Well, that's funneling water out so we can actually build here in South Florida. Without all that, South Water Management, we would just basically be nothing but nonstop swampland. So I guess if they chose to, they could drain out the swamp for real, and they could build in the Everglades. I'd hope it'd never get to that, but you never know.
Boy, man, if the Everglades could talk, I bet you would get so many crazy from mafia dropping bodies there.
What's been in there?
Just if they could just tell, if the Everglades could tell the stories of what goes on out there,
right,
it would scare the shit out of us.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, but I remember seeing old footage of Military Trail, and it got the name because they used to take old war cannons up and down a dirt road, and that's what they used it for. So the military used it, so it got called Military Trail, and now look at it.
Yeah, if I'm going south on Military Trail, my day has gone gravely
You're
wrong.
going south on Military?
It's going to take you forever.
Once you get in that Green Acres type area, it's there's so much fucking traffic.
Just stuck. Yep. Dominic said, I am Bradley's on Palm Beach years old.
Oh, yeah.
That was right around 25 years ago. They made that switch over to West Palm. Deidre, she said, I am Mr. Laughs in Jensen Beach years old. Okay. Sounds like it might have been a comedy club. Sarah said, I am Atlantis, the Water Kingdom years old.
Wow, I don't know anything about that.
Water Kingdom does not ring a bell.
I might have been Broward, one of those that they had there.
Yeah, because as a little kid, we didn't really go down to Broward or Dade. The only time we did that, I think, was for what's the zoo down there? The big zoo. It's not the Metro Zoo. It's
Zoo Miami?
I guess it'd be Zoo Miami.
Okay.
I think it was called something different back in the day, but it was the big zoo.
Yeah, I think they did change the name about 15 years ago.
And I remember as a little kid going down there going, what the shit is... I couldn't believe goldfish could get that big. Or whatever. You know those big...
Koi.
They look like goldfish.
They do.
As a little kid, you go, holy fuck, look at these goldfish.
They're on steroids.
And you feel bad because you killed your goldfish in about 18 hours?
If they were lucky to make it 18 hours.
Yeah. A lot of that was going on. And Allison said, I am Peach's Music Store years old.
Oh, that was a big one.
I was on Okeechobee. Now it's patio furniture?
They had a few. I think they had one down off Glades Road as well. Peaches.
Okay.
There's no more peaches.
Yeah, I really miss just the concept of record stores. I guess they are still around. My daughter talks a bit about it because she's into that vinyl game. She's out trying to collect vinyls and buy them. She really loves vinyls.
They're cool.
Yeah, and so to me, it used to be an experience. When I was a little kid, our place was called Buzzard's Nest. But it had that kind of look. It was edgy. You went in there and you just flipped through albums all day long, and it was so fun. And that experience, it's really dead now.
Well, it's a big reason why I ended up liking certain pieces of music that I probably never would have listened to. But back then, you only had so much money and so many songs to listen to. If I'd go to Peaches, I could afford one album, and then when I listened to the 3 songs that I wanted to buy it for, you listen to the other 7,
right,
and you end up liking those other songs because you just would listen to them.
Right. That was kind of a cool concept.
That shit doesn't really happen too much anymore these days.
No, it doesn't.
No. And talking old school, Jill said, Jaybird had mentioned that at Denny's house, he plays an old school video game. What system does he play this on? My husband would love this, and it would make a perfect gift for him.
People have been asking me this. At Denny's, he has the name of it. I was just playing it, but it is worth... Think of any game from your childhood, and he can pull it right up.
That's so cool.
It really is, and I thought it was relatively affordable.
Okay.
Yes. So the one I have, it's pretty easy to build. I know nobody wants to build it, but it's super easy. It's a Raspberry Pi. It's a tiny mini computer. Mm-hmm. It comes disassembled. You can build it. You can buy for $120.
Okay.
And get it done. And then I use RetroArch as the system I use to put all the old games onto.
Okay.
But you can go on the internet, and they have people that have already made these for you, and you can just buy them. But
the ones on the internet, do they have the kind of library you have?
They
Because
do.
I was trying to pick obscure games that he would not be able to find, and he found every single one of them.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I'll bring it in. So I have a few of them. I have one on my laptop right now. I take the same software and I put it. I have it on my home computer, my laptop. I have it on my Steam Deck. I have it on.
Kevin R asked if he had Centipede.
Yeah, I gotta bring it in. I have
That's softball.
every Atari game ever made, every Nintendo game ever made, every Sega Genesis game ever made, every Game Boy Advance game ever made, Game Boy game ever made. Every one of them. I have all of them. Everything up until about 1997.
Okay.
And yeah, at that point,
Well, then I have different emulators to run anything past that. So I can run anything till about, 2020, I'd say, before it starts taking like a graphical hit.
Yeah.
someone's bragging a little bit.
But I'll bring it in. I'll let you see it. But the easiest one, if you buy a Steam Deck, I would say that's the easiest way to do it. It's the company Steam. They make a portable computer. You just put it on a dock, plug it into your TV through HDMI. Through the software that it comes with, you can just download RetroArch, plug in a USB thumb drive, and you have everything. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
Sync up a Bluetooth controller.
Doesn't sound like it's very expensive.
Not if you do it that way.
So if you do the RetroArch, if you use the Raspberry Pi and you build it yourself, you can do it all for less than $140. If you buy it through Steam and where it's all together, and then you assemble it yourself with the software, then you're looking at maybe like $350.
He's gonna hook up my secret cave. He's gonna have all the old games when you open up.
You
the
put a
secret,
TV in there.
It's a good place for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
get
go
that.
in there, you play the old school games in the cave.
So the way I have it set up too is that you go to the emulator, and when you hover over any game, it shows you what the game looks like, and it sits there and plays it. And when you click it, it'll just go right into the game.
Yeah.
And then if you're done with it, you hold two buttons, and it takes you out, and you can go back to anything you want. So
What's the price if you're doing the whole deck and all that?
So if you do, I'd say the Steam Deck's probably the easiest way to do it. That one you're looking at like $350 if you buy the regular Steam Deck. They come out with the one with the OLED. Your son's here; he's got the OLED switch. Like if you don't get the OLED, you can save yourself about $80.
Is Rocco up to building computer age yet, Virginia? Is he doing that kind of stuff?
I was talking Raspberry Pis with him.
Yeah, he wants a Raspberry Pi, which I thought it was like an actual pie. It's not. Denny's, explain Raspberry Pi.
So it's a mini computer. It comes. So the one that I built, I bought a Super Nintendo case, and then I put the computer inside of that, so it looks like a Super Nintendo. But when you turn it on, it has access to everything.
Okay.
It has the look of a Super Nintendo.
I wouldn't know how to build a Raspberry Pi if you had a gun to my head.
But what about Raspberry Beret?
Oh man, yes, yes.
But I'll try to find. There was one I ordered as a gift for somebody. It was about $180. It was all assembled for you and everything.
Wow.
And
That's a great gift. Like, I know the person that sent you that email is looking for a gift for their man. That is a great gift for your man.
I'll see which one I ordered, because the problem is if you go on, I've had a couple of these problems, but if you go on Facebook, Instagram, blah, 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 as you're scrolling through your feed, you'll see these random ads pop up. And a lot of them are so low budget, and you click it and you're like, oh, $79, I'll order it. And then it's not what you think it is. It's all these knockoff games, or it doesn't have what it's supposed to.
Do your research.
You got to definitely do your research if you're ordering any of that stuff, especially because a lot of it's bootleg.
If it's $79, it's probably not going to be what you want it to be.
Yeah, I would say definitely go for the ones that are in the 150 to 180 range.
You think you're getting Pac-Man? It's Pac-Man.
There's a lot of those, or they're all just fake, or they're homebrew, which is where people make their own games from games that existed already.
Right, and you don't want that.
Custom-made horse shit.
Where they'll have like Sonic in the Mario game. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Terrible. But yeah, if I grab that email, I can send them the link. I'll go back through my history and see which one I ordered, because that one sent 2 controllers. It is pretty dope, and it's you don't have to do anything. You just turn it on and it's good to go.
What did our friend Derek give me over the weekend, Jay Bird? I'm supposed to give it to you.
I know.
But Panda and Rocco commandeered it.
I've been trying not to be a dick, but I've been wanting it so bad.
So, what is it?
Nintendo 64.
Oh, yeah.
With games included and controllers, and the guy gave it to me, and then Rocco and Panda
They jacked it.
Fucking jacked it from my ass.
They only temporarily jacked it. I told them they only have till Friday to play with it. I said, you guys have to call it a night. Thursday is your last day to play with it, and I'm going to bring it to Jaybird on Friday.
They can honestly have it.
No,
Seriously, I don't
they want to
care.
give it to you because it's yours. Derek wanted to give it to you. They are just,
I don't know, something about taking a video game system from my kid makes me feel kind of like a dick. I don't know, call me old-fashioned.
No, yeah.
He's fine. He's got plenty of things. He's got Raspberry Pis to build.
Yeah. This is kind of like an episode of Ask the Experts here. We got Denny's with the old school video games, and our good friend Rachel in Vero. She is looking for an electric car, one that's self-driving. And I guess your son Rocco is a bit of an expert on this, Virginia.
Yeah, so Rachel wants to get a self-driving car, electric one.
Yeah.
But just like me, before I went to Greenway Kia, I didn't know anything about electric cars. I certainly didn't know about self-driving ones, but Rocco does. He knows all about the self-driving cars, and he can break it down for us, which ones are better, which ones are a better value. He's got a whole list.
It's a very tech show today.
Yeah, it is. That's why I said it's kind of like Ask the Experts here with what we have. Because, all I really know, I don't know anything about the game. I mean, I knew the Teslas had that feature, and I got a buddy of mine that is the manager of a car dealership, and he has, Cadillacs and stuff like that. And he's talked about some of the cars that they have that do that kind of stuff. But as far as grading them, rating them, would I actually trust it? I don't know. I don't know that I am there yet. There might be something where if you're doing a long road trip, kind of letting it go, almost like you would use cruise control. I just don't know in South Florida traffic if I would be cool enough just to be like, just see what happens, let it go.
So my EV9 that I just recently got from Kia, it's only good on the interstate to be self-driving.
Yeah, I can see that.
If you want a fully functional self-driving car, Rocco, jump on the mic. So the only one that fully functionally self-drives is a Tesla, right?
That is right.
Okay.
That is correct.
That's the one, and that will get you. You could just hop in there, put in your address, and it'll take you all the way there, Rocco.
That is true. You have to be on. You have to be in a road, like in a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
To start, you have to have the beta, but I'm guessing in the middle of 2025 or around like November,
Yes.
they're gonna release it. Not beta. Everybody can.
So
do
anybody
full
can get it.
self-driving.
Beta means that you got to be kind of cool, right? And it's not
Yeah.
mainstream yet.
You got to apply to be beta.
That is true.
Oh, wow.
But we have heard that they did release a version of self-driving.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Are you for that?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
What are your favorite self-driving cars, and what are your favorite EVs?
So my top 3 self-driving cars. So comes in first the Kia EV9
Okay.
because it drives. But
Well,
you have
and
to be on
you're doing a
but
Kia
you-
commercial day, so
well,
that should be
yeah,
number
but
one.
you have to be on the interstate. But
Mm.
number 2, Tesla probably.
Yeah. Now, you drove a Cybertruck. What was that like?
You
so yeah, that was a fun experience. It
How old are you?
was my first time being in a Cybertruck. I'm 9.
Okay.
You can actually drive them from your phone, right? You can back them up from the remote, from the key.
No, wait, that's only on Kia. But Cybertruck, you can do it from your phone.
Okay.
How about that? Okay.
So,
You can move the car to come to you if you're like standing like in front of a restaurant and your car is parked down the block. You can move your car to come to you
Okay,
with
fat
no
ass.
one in it.
Wow. That's impressive.
Pretty impressive.
Kia has something like that. They have parking assist where you engage the lock on the car, you hold the start button, and you just press forwards or backwards, and it'll do that.
Yeah.
Rocco, I'm glad you're here talking about this because I don't understand any of this.
No.
I appreciate you kind of breaking it down for us.
It is kind of crazy. I remember when I was a kid growing up, there was this show called Knight Rider, and it had this car called Kit, and it would talk to you, and it would drive itself, and it would do all that kind of stuff. Amazingly, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're there.
You could legitimately have that car. It was a sci-fi show, and of course it didn't exist, but you arguably could probably put a real Kit together to do everything that damn car did.
And what happened with Michael and Kit? They ended up having a very strong relationship with one another.
They did. Yes.
Tech, humans,
Right.
friendship.
They trusted each other.
They did.
Yeah.
You as the person watching, Kit became almost human to you.
I
at
trust
times.
my car. It saved me the other day. I did not see a car coming, and I was backing out of the driveway, and the car braked. I didn't brake, and the car stopped me from having a collision.
Another scenario about that, we were on our way to church on a Sunday morning. It was around 9:15, and this car, he was looking at a dog. He wanted to stop so badly to say hi to it that he pulled over in the middle of the street, and the car stopped for us. We didn't even have time to react. The car did.
Oh,
So going
okay.
forward or going backwards, some of these cars now will stop for you if you don't see whatever's blocking the roadway.
And that man who stopped for that dog, Drew Ralston.
Yeah, I was going to say. My dad down here driving around?
And the cool thing is that when you're doing the parking assist, you can run up to the back of the car if you're going backwards, or if you're going forward, you can run up to the front, and it will see you, and it will stop immediately.
Okay.
It won't hit something.
Yeah, but there's been a meme with Tesla that they're not safe because it's ran over people's foot.
You know. Who needs feet when you got a car that'll take you everywhere?
I mean, it's a good point.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be doing a commercial today, right, for Kia?
Absolutely.
And what are you doing in this commercial, Rocco?
So we're gonna be just featuring all of the new cars, like the Kia K5, the EV9s, the EV6s.
Yeah.
All
Have you
Kia's
gotten a
cars.
job yet at Kia? Are you going to be selling cars there, do you think?
I might be.
They might just promote him to manager.
I was going to say, yeah. Sounds like right now you just put this kid on the lot and
2
make some money.
Sundays ago, our neighbor was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting a Kia." And Rocco was like, "I'll take you to the dealership." And they were like, "Okay." So all day Sunday, Rocco was at the dealership with our neighbor, showing them all the cars on the lot like a salesman.
That is true. That is really true. She was in need of a new car, and her old car was just breaking down and breaking down.
Yeah.
So we went to Kia, and she liked most of the cars there. She loved them.
What was her favorite?
I think that her favorite was the Telluride.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's fancy.
All right. It sounds amazing.
It's nice. You would love the Telluride, Kevin.
She
yeah.
already has a minivan, so she ain't going with any minivans.
Okay.
She want to get out of the minivan era.
Have you ever thought yet what you want to be one day, Rocco? And I know maybe you might jump through many careers and fields, but right now, if you could pinpoint what you would do to earn money, do you know what that might be?
The thing I don't know.
Because, I mean, right away, you could easily get a job as a car salesman today.
Look, you
like
got
today you could do that.
You got a lot of options. I mean, let's
Yeah.
not forget about acting. I mean, this
Acting-
kid can act
Oh, yeah.
over here.
Building
I-
computers.
I take Wednesday acting classes every day.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
have one today.
Yep, he's got Wednesday improv at
Okay.
4 o'clock with Mr. Jesse, who is an amazing teacher. You know, that's Jay Bird's friend since they were little kids.
Now, with everyone listening, do I have a verbal commitment to sign you to the next KVJ horror movie as an actor?
That is true.
Okay, let's sign it.
Wow,
You
okay.
saw
All
the deal
right.
right now. It's
I'll
official.
go make a contract.
Big deals are happening
Yeah,
right
make
here.
a contract and I'll have your mom look it over.
Yeah. Just wheeling and dealing here today. Okay, so you are a man of many talents. So you could do the tech thing. You are working on building computers. I know you're talking about opening up your own radio station. Your mom was saying to take us down.
Oh, yeah. So you can just use softwares,
Yeah.
and you get an antenna, specific antenna. I'm not going to tell you guys the type, but
Uh huh.
you have to have a specific antenna,
Yeah.
and you have to have a specific software,
Right.
and you can, if you look on like a radio dial and there's an open station,
Yeah.
you can get
Clear
that
channel,
station.
they call that.
Yeah, you can absolutely get that station for free.
So, Rocco, you're coming for us?
So you're going to start your own pirate radio station?
You are coming for us.
Basically,
You know,
We're in trouble.
the FCC might have an issue with that.
I think he can get away with this for some reason.
hey, let me check. Okay, it's in the bylaws. We're good.
Okay, he's good. He's good with e-check. I think they're shutting down all the government agencies anyway, Virginia. So,
Okay.
I think we're screwed.
yeah. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, how about that? So you haven't pinpointed one exact profession that you might be. You're still just kind of trying them all on for size, Rocco?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
They say cybersecurity is like one of the biggest things that's
See that?
booming right now.
That's what I kind of want to do.
people that know about
yeah.
cybersecurity and they know how to, like,
Yep.
say they worked for Hubbard, our company,
Yep.
and they just all day were trying to hack into the Hubbard system and then come up with firewalls to keep the hackers from getting in.
They could do that.
They employ people like that. Then they pay them a lot of money.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Hackers can do the same thing. They can actually break in and they can make a firewall so that other hackers can't get in while they're hacking. And then once it's been hacked successfully, they can take out that firewall. But there'll be nothing for the other hackers to take.
So you know clearly a lot of stuff, Rocco. Are you learning this at school or are you learning this on your own?
My own?
Your own. So do you feel like school's necessary or is it just kind of a waste of your time?
Waste of my time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I could see that. So, I mean, it's a good thing you're playing hooky today.
I hear you're getting good grades though in the technology part of
Oh,
your.
yeah.
I
Your
can't imagine
report
anything but
card.
A's, yeah.
I've gotten all 3s on my technology, which is the highest level you can get.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I got 3s too, but it wasn't the highest level.
I got a 3 on a math test. one
Yeah.
time.
But he has algebra. Do you know 4th grade now has algebra?
Did not know that.
I can't believe
Did not
it.
know that. I was terrible at that in 10th grade. I can't even imagine having it in 4th grade.
That's really because when I was a little kid, I didn't mind adding and doing all that stuff. And oh, cool, a triangle. I love this stuff. As soon as they put algebra in my life, I really turned against math. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking. Bad guy villain turned on math because of algebra.
Because they put letters in there. Now you have to solve for X and wait, numbers and letters, they don't go together.
And I played baseball with a guy who would always brag about how much he loved algebra, and I'm like, shut up, man. It's so easy. It's like a puzzle.
Shut up.
Like it's not like a puzzle. That's not a puzzle.
You should have hit that guy in the temple with a baseball.
He was a cool guy. He was really nice.
Well, pretty amazing stuff, Rocco. So after the commercial today, do you have a big day planned?
Improv class.
Improv class, and I'm probably just gonna do what I want to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a bike
What
ride.
project do you have at home right now? What do you love doing other than playing that awesome video game system that you got?
So, I soon am getting a DJ set.
Okay.
And I currently have a software where I can use it and I can do it without the DJ set. Like I can play music without the DJ set.
Oh wow! Does your mom make you play her songs? Do you have to play like Cardi B and WAP and all that stuff?
Yeah, when she's not upstairs, that's
So do you think that your neighbors, the ones that don't like your mom, you know the ones I'm talking about, right? Or do you not know that's does she
No,
know?
he knows.
The neighbors that you guys don't. Can you tell us about the neighbors that your mom doesn't really like? Because I think they're next door.
They are.
What's the
So-
deal with them?
They try to kick us off the HOA. And if they are listening to this station, you know that we hate you. Okay? I said it, and I'm proud of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that we had asked you when we were at your house a couple weeks ago, Rocco, that when we're all out front, you were on that new crazy bike that you got that goes all fast, the
Oh, yeah.
motorbike. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's an Icon electric bike.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's
And-
only 3 of those in the world.
Wow. That's amazing. And we saw that sign that said, keep off the grass, but it was right on the opposite side of the road from where you are. And we asked if that was in reference to you and your mom's friends, and you thought that it might be the keep off the grass sign that's
It probably is.
okay.
And Magnolia's friends, too.
Oh, yeah. Like, if we have parties or anything,
But it's directed at you.
yes.
And then that's a different neighbor than the one that you just told that you hated.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But the ones next door, that's the one that is number one on the.
Do you have a ranking of dislike neighbors?
Yeah, how many neighbors doesn't the? Yeah, how many
many
neighbors
wars do you
guys have
Snickies
beef
have?
with? You think?
Probably
Probably a lot.
Why do you think that is?
because we're just acting crazy all the time, especially with the golfers. We grab, so my mom does this thing where she gets golf balls
Yeah.
and she swaps people's golf balls. So if they had an orange ball or something, she takes that orange ball and swaps it out with, a white one.
Or a ping pong ball.
So that they're like, what? Where's my ball?
Golfers usually have a great sense of humor when you mess around with their game.
And then we have a sign in our window facing the golf course, and it says, "Smile, you're on camera."
Oh, okay. Because you do videos of
We
that.
do. We video them.
Oh, yeah.
It makes good TikToks.
How often does your mom mess with the golfers?
Pretty often.
Okay. Yeah. But once a week, once a month?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Like
Okay.
twice a month, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
This is just when she's feeling squirrely? Or what brings this
One
on?
time we did something called bubble golf where we went to my uncle's house and we went in the trees.
Yeah.
We got our power bank and a giant thing that like produces bubbles.
Bubble
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah, a bubble machine. And we just squirted it all the way towards the golf course, like all the way towards the hole, like
Yeah.
the hole near our house.
Right.
And they were so mad.
Yeah?
Like
They didn't like that,
I
huh?
couldn't even see their face because of the bubbles.
So they're trying to...
They're trying to tee off.
So if you can't see,
And they're surrounded
Yeah.
by bubbles.
so if you can't see their face, they certainly can't see the ball.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh, that's quite a different kind of hazard out there. I've never seen that bubble hazard on a golf course.
Bubble golf is fun.
Yeah.
It is really fun. What no one's ever heard of that. And we really
No, I've never. No.
It's a new game.
Yeah. You guys are inventing new stuff.
Well, thank you, Rocco. You've
Yeah,
been
thank
great
you.
today.
That was
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah.
Give me a high five on that
Good
one.
job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out, Rocco. All right. It's got to be what a blast, huh? Good day. Just come in, screw around, create your own pirate radio station.
I mean, he's gonna take us down.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Heavens.
Him and Denny's together would be dangerous. If
Yeah.
they combined forces and knowledge,
Yeah, right.
That would be
something.
dangerous.
Yeah, good thing we got these tech guys around here. We need them. We were talking earlier about Florida not ranking really high on the Wallet Hub list of the best states to raise a family in, 33rd on the national list. That means there's only 17 states that are worse than Florida. And what we did well in was family fun. That was the highest ranking category. A lot of good things for a family to do in Florida, but affordability, that was 49th. That's not great. And then some of the other things are kind of questionable. And we were talking about the quality, too, of schools here. And that was one thing that didn't really rank that high. I think that might have been 29th, possibly on the list. So a little bit lower than middle of the pack. And Melody said, we actually have decent schools in Palm Beach County. We know people that moved down from New York and their kids were behind in school. Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, that's good to hear. Because I do know that is a line of conversation as to whether the private schools are good enough in South Florida or not. So that was a big concern. My wife used to be over at the Green School that is run by Jeff Green. He's a billionaire that buys a lot of properties and has those big 2 towers that are downtown West Palm that they don't seem to ever be working on. And he has that school, and a big part of it is he is recruiting people from up north as well. And I saw one time he had Stephen Ross, the Dolphins owner, was there doing a tour of the school and overheard a little bit of their conversation. And that was part of it, what Stephen Ross was saying, is he's trying to recruit people. He keeps hearing from the New Yorkers that the schools are not as good.
really?
Yes.
Well, what does your wife think? She was in the school.
She, I don't think she can fairly say because she hasn't taught at a New York school. So she doesn't know. But she has heard the same. And then she looked at the curriculum they had, and she did think that the New York schools were at a bit of an advantage.
Interesting.
Yes. So by a good bit. So I don't know. But I don't know that my wife is qualified to say until she's been in New York City and has worked at those schools. But she seemed to see that. So I know that is one thing they're trying to up the level of.
Until she goes to New York, she's gonna have to forget about it.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah. No, I don't either. Joanne had a little handy hint here. I know you were talking about doing an ice cream maker for Rocco.
Yes, he requested one because his braces got tightened, his teeth are sore, and so he feels like all he should eat is ice cream meals.
Joanne says the Ninja, I don't think it's a typo, it's the Creami, Creami. I don't know, because she wrote it twice here, so she did 2 typos. But
Cream.
I.
I.
It'd
Okay,
be
maybe
creamy, but with an I, not a Y.
maybe that's their way to like stand out and make their product a little different. You know, it's creamy with an I.
Yeah. She said, I highly recommend it, especially if you want to indulge but be a bit healthier, have kids, and don't want all the processed shit ingredients that are in most ice creams from the store. Even healthier ones have a bunch of unnecessary preservatives, and it's a bummer that my old favorite Bluebell has one of the most horrific ingredient lists included in all the dyes. Sorry, but there shouldn't be a short novel of ingredients on an ice cream label. Anyways, with the Creami, what we do is we take the milk and a protein powder. Usually, I use Clean Simple Eats, mix it, freeze for the day or overnight, and the machine whips it into an ice cream with the best texture. Our kids love the cotton candy flavor, the Oreo cookie, and then adding your own cookies is also an option. Chocolate, peanut butter, and adding in some Nutella or peanut butter or cookies. For mix-ins, it is awesome.
Okay.
I mean, Nutella just does something to. I turn into a little slut for Nutella. I love that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It is good. Nutella pizza.
Nutella pancakes.
Oh, it really is good. If Fat Kevin ever did come back out of retirement,
Yeah, I love that stuff.
We have to have a Nutella party.
Oh, I'd love that. Yeah, she said you can also put frozen food in this Ninja Creami. She said, I add a little bit of honey. I choose sorbet on it, and then, bam, it comes out. It's absolutely amazing. We love doing watermelon and mango, and it's pretty impressive. So she is giving it a rave review.
Look, I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about it, and I'm in the kitchen a lot these days. I'm interested.
Okay. The Ninja Creami is it.
Creamy with an I.
Got a really awesome email here. I'm very happy to see this. Veronica, she had sent us an email. Remember her dog Tippy that went missing by Okeechobee Park?
Yes.
Well, we have an update
Oh, good.
on Tippy. And she said that the park rangers and maintenance crews at Okeechobee Park found Tippy, and there's Tippy being carried out of the woods. She was found by the wake park there.
Tippy, come
And
home.
that is me there with the dark hair. Had to go into the bushes and the mud just to grab her, but she was missing for a whole week, 7 days.
Wow.
And Tippy, the dog, is now home safe.
I wish Tippy could talk.
I do too.
Because Tippy could tell us about this amazing adventure.
Yeah.
How did Tippy survive?
Was Tippy scared for a week, or was Tippy going, you know what? I just wanted my fucking Rumspringa. I wanted to see what it was like out here.
I think and I think kids do that too. Dogs kind of run around. They're like, "Oh, this is great," and they're just checking things out. And then all of a sudden, they have that "oh shit" moment.
Yeah.
Like, you've had that when you were a kid, and you look around, and you're like, "Oh shit,
Oh,
where is
shit.
everybody?"
Where's everybody? I'm
Yeah.
left behind.
I think that's what dogs do a lot of times.
Because we had that happen with a dog that back in the day when I was a kid. It never wanted to leave, but one time it did run away for about 3 days. And when he came back with another female dog. And it was almost like an old Greaser movie. It was very bizarre. Another dog tried to fight him, and he fought the other dog, and we were just blown away all this happened because our dog was kind of old, and the fact that he kind of did a little Rumspringa,
Yeah.
I think that
It's impressive. It had a little bit of life
did.
left in him.
Yes, it was quite
Yeah,
impressive.
It was good. So we're very ecstatic to hear that Tippy came back all safe. So it was all good. Thank you so much for the update.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yep.
Tippy!
All right, got anything you need to add into the KVJ show? Just let us know about it. Mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.